Tonight, the standoff between pilots and their employer, Kenya Airways, continues as both parties maintain their hardline stance. Thousands of passengers, on the other hand, are still stranded as the pilot strike continues into day 3. The Pilot Association now says that they are not relenting on their demands, with the national carrier insisting that disciplinary action will continue. As Leila Mohammed now reports, KQ has already begun advertising for the positions of pilots and first officers.
For the third straight day, passengers heading into various destinations in Southern Africa and Europe gather at this tent, waiting to know how soon they will depart the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport.
And today we come back at the airport to have another flight.
This French family arrived in Nairobi from Johannesburg last Friday and says that despite assurances that they will get a flight back to their home country, they are still stuck here for another week.
But it's also cancelled.
They are among 500 passengers accommodated at various hotels in the city at the expense of the Kenya Airways due to flight delays.
We are a little bit tired and we don't have our passports. We don't have our clothes because our luggage stay in the airport.
The frustration of those heading into Johannesburg was evident as their flight scheduled for Monday morning was cancelled without much detail on how soon they will travel.
Really losing a lot of time and affecting quite a lot of critical areas of work. So it's really discouraging. I'm just hoping that there'll be an end in sight.
That dream may not be a reality soon, as fresh statements from both parties Monday afternoon affirming that no talks would happen until each party's demands are first met. In a statement Monday evening, the company issued a notice of immediate withdrawal and or termination of the recognition agreement and the CBA signed between KQ and CALPA.
Contrary to reports circulating that we have refused to negotiate, we would like to clarify that we have made all attempts to bridge the gap between Kenya's management and ourselves.
There is no negotiation. I want them to go back to work because they are costing us a lot of money. They are sabotaging this country. They have been belligerent.
The Ministry of Labour, on the other hand, granted the Kenya Airways management the go-ahead to take any appropriate action against the striking employees. Kilavuka says that disciplinary processes have begun, and once the appropriate procedures are followed, some may be forced to exit the company, even as he now says that legal action is also on the cards.
We filed a suit this morning for contempt, but like I said, we lost a lot of money. Right? So people have to be held personally and jointly responsible for the losses and damages to this country, to this airline.
By Monday afternoon, the Employment and Labour Relations Court had issued summons to 11 CALPA members to appear before the court on charges of disobeying court orders. KQ has also said that the immediate withdrawal from the existing CBA is due to the fact that the law processes and court orders need to be respected by all. Pilots, on the other hand, say they have played this out with open hands and want nothing but their collective bargain agreement to be honoured.
Our contractual pension provident fund costs the company only 60 million shillings a month for all 3,800 Kenya Airways staff. Yet, inexplicably, he is willing to let the company lose 300 million shillings a day.
With 20% of disrupted flights back in the air for Kenya Airways, it is the passengers heading outside the African region who are mostly affected now, and they are worried when next they will be able to board into their last destinations, as many have been in the country for more than 4 days now.
Unfortunately, we have had to cancel 47 flights today because of lack of crew.
The current grounding by the carrier is doing serious damage to not just their revenue in the minds of many.
It is really damaging the reputation of the country. So I think government should calm down.
With the situation not finding a middle ground Monday, many more passengers will be back at the airport Tuesday, hoping to get the first flight out as the standoff continues with both parties engaging in court. Leila Mohammed, NTV.